Roslovic will challenge Darren Radish, a one-time defenseman for Chris Knobloch, the head coach of the Oilers when the two were in junior and the Erie Otters. Hyman nearly gave it away to Kucherov, who now swoops in. Pulls up with a late shot that's squeezed at the left hip by Connor Ingram. Well, our keys to success are brought to you by Workday. Louis, what do you got?
Well, for the Tampa-Bay Lightning, they play an aggressive forechecking game, and they want to take your time and space away. That will be important in this one versus the Edmonton Oilers. Get on Edmonton quickly, aggressive up the ice. We've seen it early. Edmonton's navigated through it already, and for the Edmonton Oilers, Chris Knobloch talked about it last game. He felt they could be a little quicker striking mentality. Take that into tonight's game against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Corey Perry's sharp angle shot. That was shouldered away by Ingram and reversed over to Jake Wallman, who then golfs one back towards center.
So in other words, when you get your chance, take it, because there's not going to be a lot of time and space on the ice.
Exactly. Max Jones in on the forecheck. Here's Jarventi. He's got to be excited. 7 games with Ottawa a few years back. Wallman a shot. That was blockered away by Vasilevsky. Located by Hyman. And here's that goal to McDavid. He's got to step on Radish. Wait, shoots off the post. Inside the goalpost as he beat Vasilevsky cleanly, only to draw iron. Gonzalez rolls it at the Edmonton end, and Ingram elected to play it.
Got the legs going. Here's the chance here, and a nice little play. Hard play by Hyman. The defensive zone leads to this loose puck up to McDavid. Look, and you're right for Radish. He said, you go ahead and shoot. I'm not letting you get this puck through to the left-handed Nugent Hopkins. And he rings the bar far side, and the Tampa Bay Lightning very well. Nugent Hopkins coming late as a lefty.
One-timer on net from Kucherov from Hagel. That stays out. Another shot just missed. Perry and Bjorkstrand on the fourth line, just to illustrate your point. Radish's shot that's caught cleanly by Connor Ingram. Now sitting third at plus 42. Here's Dickinson inside. A one-timer to save made Vasilevsky. Juicy rebound for a moment. Ingram elects to play this time to Bouchard, and now McDavid. A little give and go with Nugent Hopkins. McDavid is flying, gets around Moser. Hard to the net. Poke checked away Vasilevsky. Shot Nugent Hopkins denied Vasilevsky.
Already you saw Chernak had to turn earlier and find his speed right here. A couple hard strides, gets the maximum speed. Then it's what he can do at that speed that's so incredible. Stick handle in a phone booth, gets around, creates that play, but the big paddle of Vasilevsky at the last second. Good heads up.
Inside, tipped by Wallman. Loose in the slot. Perry slipped, fell down. Wallman a shot, and that's steered out of play
by Szymanski to get in the way of that one-time blast and the slap shot from the point. Tampa looking to the points a lot. They scored a couple deflection goals.
Oh, here's a poke check on Wallman. On net, Louis.
It doesn't break. Here's the chance. It was created off a little fumble. And the aggressive forecheck of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Kucherov with that quick stick as Wallman eludes a check on the forecheck. Comes from behind the net trying to get away from Hagel. This game's no different. No time.
Shot by Bouchard. That was blocked. Rebound score! Vasilevsky never saw it. And Evan Bouchard has given Edmonton a 1-0 lead.
The strong face-off win. Good block shot here. And the puck comes right back to Bouchard. He just kind of zips this puck through traffic. I think McDavid might get a piece right there. Just a little quick stick. He's tied up with Braden Point, but reaches back. Watch this puck find its way through. A little knuckler with eyes.
Radish. Kucherov clubs a one-timer high and wide.
Good stick by Ekholm.
Moser a shot redirected. Kucherov, and finally backhanded home. Cirelli in front. Game tied.
Good defending by Edmonton early on here. There's the one stick by Ekholm to put this one around the glass, but it's the little wrister that gets through traffic again, and we've seen that twice now in this game. From the same spot Bouchard did in the first period, get it down into the danger area, win a battle, and eventually this one is tucked home by Cirelli as he gets a quick backhand.
Centering pass deflected away by Dickinson. And Jones chips it ahead for Jarventi. 3-on-2 Edmonton in front. Henrik denied. In tight.
By the D's of Tampa Bay. Here's the outnumbered Russian. A nice little pass by Jarventi. In through, and it does deflect through.
Hagel, nifty move through the middle. Ragging, using a screen from Lilburg to the net. Denied by Ingram. Rebound. is wide open, and Murphy saved a goal.
It's an advantage them, and Hagel with a nice little toe drag through. And he's going to create here as he comes back around. Here's the pick you're talking about. But for Liljegren, he stops, right? He doesn't make contact. Allows him to zip that through to Bjorkstrand. Doesn't get all of it.
Kucherov into the middle, gets it back from Braden Point. Shot scored, Jake Gensel. Power play goal inside the left goal post and underneath the bar.
He uses a long stick and he has quick hands, and face-off win. It's Point that comes in, wins that one. Quick passing around here. I mean, those are terrific little passes through sticks and skates. Eventually, once it gets down to Jake Gensel, watch how quickly he brings it from the forehand out above the goal line, changes the angle. Ingram's down tight on the post, but he elevates up over top of the blocker under the bar. Goal scorer's goal right there, Jake Gensel.
Taking a pass from Bouchard, a little drop for Nugent-Hopkins. McDavid in front. Bouchard shot denied. Vasilevsky rebound up to McDavid. One-timer pounded off the post and out.
On McDavid, as we talked about, Tampa not afraid to play the game. This is a great save by Vasilevsky. The one-timer comes back. He dents the bar on that one.
One penalty is over. Kucherov sprints out of the box. McDavid toward the net.
That was a little late.
Absolutely hammered.
That was a little late.
Moser ahead. Kucherov short-handed breakaway. Scores. 3-1 Tampa Bay.
What a finish by Kucherov on this play. The ice will give him another shot. They go at it behind the plate. And guess who? Nikita Kucherov with a beautiful finish short side on the breakaway.
Some play by Moser, too, to get it to him.
Absolutely. Good penalty killing.
Hacked at by Point, not out of the zone. Szymanski's all over him. Roslovic in the vicinity. Fiercely fought. Puck finally travels home off the half wall over Vasilevsky's stick, and Edmonton gets a much-needed gift. Shocking goal.
You said it, they needed something to happen because Tampa was keeping everything to the outside, defending well, not really letting anything generate, and just a bouncing puck thrown back. As the scrum is won, it's Bjorkstrand that throws this back, goes off the stick of Liljegren and somehow finds its way through. Up off the paddle, dribbles over the line. It's a one-goal game. It's a rugby scrum in the corner. Tampa once again comes up with it, but puts it in their own net in Edmonton. One goal back now with that little fluke.
Well, the one I got was Sather and Gretzky because I knew he probably only needed 5 years to do it. Flipped in, bouncing puck, loose in front of Ingram, and Tampa almost got that bounce back. Rushing back behind, Nugent-Hopkins burrowing in on him. Inside, McDonough. Conservatively to the corner. Point wrapped up with Bouchard, snatched in front, and Kucherov scores. What a feed from Hagel, and it's a 4-point night for Nikita Kucherov. His second goal to go along with a couple of assists.
Great chance in the slot, but watch the battle level here of this line for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Puck battles one eventually behind the net, puts it right out to Kucherov, and he buries it far side. It's Point first, inside on the body, second man quick as Hagel out to Kucherov in the slot. But 2 or 3 times before that play.
Minute 20 remaining. Here comes McDavid. Around Cirelli, driving to the net. And denied! Vasilevsky, a magnificent save!
Yeah, another incredible rush by Connor McDavid here. Down by 2, he knows he's got to get things going. He navigates through everybody and then has that chance. Stop it in the second one as well. And he gets this one up in a hurry with the blocker hand.
Bouchard back to pick it up. 35 seconds, Oilers obviously have to hurry. Knocked down at the line by Cirelli, shoots toward the empty net, bullseye, 5-2 Tampa. Cirelli's second of the night. Didn't play for a period and 3 quarters, but he puts this one away.
That tried to thread this through to McDavid streaking. Look at this. I mean, he picks that up. He probably punches through. Just a great defensive play by Cirelli to knock it out of the air.
The final score, the Lightning 5, the Oilers 2 on Hockey Night in Canada.
Well, this was a hard-fought affair, but Nikita Kucherov with a night once again.